2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A beautiful skyline of... And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the five for the Clippers. Luke Kennard out there with Paul George. Then there's Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 4. And for the Nuggets, Bill Barton is out there with Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Porter. And it's Gordon in at the power forward.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
From deep, George. It's not going to go for him. Barton with some nice D. For 3. Batum grabs the miss. And just about a minute into the first quarter. And it's George finishing it off.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
Passes to Jokic. Murray against Kennard. Outside for Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jokic. From down in the low post, it goes.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Kennard with the ball. Dishes it to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Jokic with the steal. Down low. Here's Porter. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Zubac in the post. He's against Jokic. And it's Leonard missing.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
And finished off by Porter.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
George. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. And the offensive player better think twice next time.
Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league. And there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now, here is George. Los Angeles with another miss. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they've got a nice groove going right now offensively. Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
George against Barton. And here's George.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Murray. Gordon controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
To halt the run, in deep, George drops it in.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Leonard against Gordon. Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
That one drops for him.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
The pass to Gordon. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Here's Kennard. Back to Batum, to the inside. Here's Zubac. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the footage...
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. They've got Rajon Rondo. Morris is out there with Jackson. Then there's Patrick Patterson, and it's man in at the 2 guard. McGee with the block. Here's Rondo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on JaVale McGee.
You know, Rondo takes great pleasure at slicing and dicing up the defense. One of the best passers in the game.
And so Rondo hits both free throws. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They've led by as much as 10. Millsap finds Murray. Shot clock at 5. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
And you see Morris aware of his surroundings, getting a good jump down court.
Denver in the lead. Passes it to McGee. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. That's good, and it's Millsap with the assists. And the Clippers have possession.
Well, how can you not love the continued resurgence of JaVale McGee? There were some years where he was trying to figure it out. Now he's a big factor for this team at center. Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Pass to McGee. Off target at the rim. You know, Smitty, the change for McGee's pretty simple. He got some direction on how to play. Now he does everything he can to play within himself.
Kevin, that has been a huge difference maker for JaVale McGee. And you know, when he's focused, he can make an impact. Plays in short bursts, but very effective.
Murray, the pass to McGee. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Denver making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with. Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Martin's checked in for Jamal Murray. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Jackson looking it over. And the layup's good off the glass. Jackson's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
Lots of contact. Jackson with the strength to power through. Something he didn't have when he first entered the league.
Pass to Green. Outside Gordon. Back to Green. The shot from the low post is good.
To Michael Green with the height and the bounce to do some damage inside.
Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Jackson against Gordon. Outside for Jackson. Denver grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Deflects the pass. Millsap passes to Gordon. Six to shoot. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for JaMychal Green, and Porter subbed in for Aaron Gordon. And Denver decides to take their first time out here. Platoon swap here for the Clippers. And it's the Clippers' ball. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. And George, here we go. Lays it up off the glass. George has got 6.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Jokic, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
Barton against George. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And there's the pass to Jokic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 9. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Zubac trying to break loose. The shot's good from Kennard. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard. To the paint. Here's Jokic. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Jokic has got 7 now in this quarter.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Love the determination by Murray.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq, well, what can you say about superstar big man Nikola Jamal Murray? That's all for now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Porter in at the 3-side. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Here's Kennard, and it's sent back by Jokic. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Murray, and no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless. And just like you'd want to see assertive basketball.
He threw that one down, Greg, so hard you could feel the strength over here. And it's Murray with the jam.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball, just dribbling through defenders like it's nothing.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg, still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Barton. Barton's got 4 assists in the game. Clippers trail by 3. Outside, George. George double-teamed. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Here's George. He's got 10. And it's sent back by Jokic. Murray against Kennard. Denver passing it around. And the basket by Gordon.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Kennard's shot is off.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Chalk up 2 there. And now it's a 9-point Denver lead. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Passes it to Jokic. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
This is what Leonard gives you. Reliable, productive, churns out positive plays.
Now here's Murray. There's a minute left to play here in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Bucket is good. Jokic has got 6 points in the quarter.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Kennard for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
The range of Luke Kennard on display. This guy is a lights-out shooter.
Murray right side. Jokic kicks to Murray. Barton wide open. He fires. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers trail by 6. And here's George for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. George has got 15 points.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
And it has them at a great spot to take the lead. They love to get a few stops now at the other end.
Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Yeah, Jokic seems determined to have a big night. So far, he's been successful.
Here's George. Off on the layup. Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Morris is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Jackson. And it's Mann in at the shooting guard position. The dish to Murray. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And can't get too handsy with Murray, especially when he's rising up for the shot.
And so he makes both from the line.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 5. No good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Paul Millsap. Murray's got 4 this quarter.
Now that's beautiful. Millsap could have forced something there, but instead waits for his open teammate.
Outside Jackson. Millsap against Morris. Back to Jackson. It's stolen by Green. Here's Murray. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really, Murray is so crafty at getting contact on his drives. Just fearless going to the hole.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver. And Los Angeles with some changes. And so Murray nails both of them. Clippers trail by 9. Now Kennard. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound.
You know, offensive rebound is largely about hustle. Paul George plays with great energy and focus.
Murray outside. On the wing, Gordon. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside, George. Leonard on the wing. That one, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Floats one up. The shot comes out. Excellent D there from George. Clippers trail by 9. And it's Leonard missing. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. For the finish. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Murray with it. Pass to McGee. They double him with George. Paul George with the steal. Batum wide open. He fires. Got a piece of it.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
And here's George for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Murray outside. Inside. And that one's good. Millsap. Millsap's got the lead up to 11 now for Denver.
Smart play call. Paul Millsap deadly once he gets the ball inside.
From deep, George. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
1:05 left to play in the final quarter. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Nuggets.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jokic.
I'll tell you, his shot blocking made a big impact. Whether it was on the ball or rotating over to help, he provided the intimidation factor this defense needed.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Another shot. Doesn't go that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Oturu, the pass to Coffee. On offense, here are the Nuggets. They're on a 14-4 run right now. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Coffee. But they'll get another chance. From downtown, misses the shot. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get...
Well, guys, I'm very familiar.
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the center locking down the middle. And for the Nuggets, Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Porter. And it's Gordon in at the power forward. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. It's Covington on the wing. to the middle. Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Orders running. Powell with the steal. Lillard, right side. Powell finds Covington. Nailed from three-point land.
And Covington, this is one of his favorite shots. He's a lights-out perimeter shooter with textbook form.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Now Murray. Porter passes to Jokic. Great D that time from Nurkic. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic. Hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Jokic passes to Murray. And good that time.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
Here's Lillard. He dishes it to Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Now here's Murray. Down low. And here's Porter. Powell pulls it in. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Murray, the pass to Barton. Back to Murray. Shoots over Covington. Murray, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. 1:41 left in the first quarter. Now the pass to Jokic. Barton in the corner. Clock at 6. And Jokic throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Lillard with no one around. Barton with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 5. Back to Jokic. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Out to Anthony. Over Millsap. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
That's high-quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot.
Powell against Gordon. Here's Jokic. Excellent D from Kanter. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 7-point differential. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Millsap. And Kanter pulls it down. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
It's stolen by Anthony. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 5. And back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Portland, We've got Anthony. He's out there with Jones. Enes Kanter is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at shooting guard. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease. Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Jones drives in. Wow, hammering it in.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Three-pointer, Lillard with the putback. It's hauled in by Gordon. Denver in the lead, and here's the fast break. It's stolen by Jones. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself. He doesn't hit that one. Millsap against Jones. Gordon with no one around. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. And now a 4-point Denver lead. The Trailblazers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Gordon against Jones. Back to Kanter. Lillard outside. Just 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. Portland again missing.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And the Nuggets with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Millsap. Michael Porter comes in for Gordon. And it's Jamal Murray in for Bart. And then for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Kanter. And Robert Covington subbed in for Anthony. Here's McGee. Portland grabs the miss. 3-on-3. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony Simons. And McCollum subbed in for Damian Lillard.
A lethal shooter from downtown. McCollum, he enjoys opportunities to pull the trigger.
Feeds to Murray. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Wide open look here for Murray. Off target with his 3. Trailblazers trail by 4. Kicks it out to Covington. From deep. The shot missing. Nuggets have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Green, the pass to McGee. The shot, no good. Good D by Covington. Portland's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Nurkic finds Jones. Kicks it out to Covington. Back to Jones. Over Porter. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Denver leading by 4. Campazzo. And he banks in the layup.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. The 3 from McCollum. Denver grabs the miss.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
McCollum with the ball. Three-pointer. The clock runs out, and we're heading to... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7 points. And that'll do it for our halftime report.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Gordon out there with Porter. Then there's Murray. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Jokic in at the 5. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Here's Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Lillard from outside, and the Trailblazers another 3.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. But this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot. The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Barton kicks to Murray. Fires from deep. They get the rebound.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Lillard outside. Launches a 3. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. 3-point lead. Barton outside. Back to Murray. Jokic high post. Working on Nurkic. Murray dishes to Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Gordon's got 13.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Drains it from beyond the arc.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Murray with the bounce pass. Here's Jokic. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Lillard against Porter. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. The Nuggets leading by 4. Murray the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Stolen by McCollum. The drive by Nurkic. Can't hit that one. Good defense by Jokic.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Porter. And then for the Trailblazers, Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. Lillard looking around. And Lillard throws it down.
And don't sleep on Lillard's vertical. When he's going strong to the bucket, he's capable of throwdowns like these. Pass
to Millsap. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And a deep three from Lillard. It's good from long range. Lillard's got 17 now, just in the second half.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Jokic inside. He's covered by Cantor. They get it back, and Jokic throws it down.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Foul for three. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Over Cantor. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Jokic has got 14 points.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Lillard from deep three-point land. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Denver, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. And Jokic throws it down.
The sneaky athleticism of Jokic, reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down on those alley-oops.
And it's Lillard missing. Martin left side. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Now it's a 6-point Nugget lead.
Nice touch on the jump shot. Jokic's shooting ability changes his team's definition of spacing.
Jokic firing on all cylinders. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Portland, they've got Enes Kanter. Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons in at the 2. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jokic. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Jokic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets. Lillard outside. No good on the 3. The Nuggets shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. Murray left side. Passes to Jokic. To the middle. There's the steal. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it. The fast break chance.
Lillard has a scores mentality. He's tremendous at going strong and earning a trip to the line.
The first free throw is good. So both teams making some changes here. Both free throws good from Lillard.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leaping. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
Barton finds Murray. Over in the corner, Green. Misses off the right iron. Trailblazers trail by 6.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot blocking ability when he times it up.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Lillard from outside. That one doesn't drop. And it's Denver the other way. Murray, the pass to McGee. Back to Murray. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And it's a 10-point Nugget lead.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. And Portland with a change here, too. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Kansas. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
Thank you, David. Murray against McCollum. Murray kicks to Barton. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Lillard against Murray. Shot clock at 6. It's Porter outside. Rebounded by Covington. Trailblazers trail by 10. Jones kicks to Covington. Fires for 3. That shot off.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Love the game of McCullough. Not just great at dribbling the ball, but terrific at pulling up on the defense.
Now Murray. Here's the pass to Porter. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up to the Portland Trailblazers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. The Nuggets leading by 8. Murray with it. Lillard picks him up outside Porter. And that one's good. Green.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Trailblazers shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. And a deep 3 from Lillard. Buries it from 3-point range. Lillard's got 28 points for the game.
Lillard's so focused, even from way outside. He knows he can still make these shots.
Murray for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Nuggets lead by 10.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Denver.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jokic.
The energy he played with tonight was amazing, and it paid off the most on the glass where he dominated the rebounding stats.
Outside Porter. Millsap inside. Covington's there, and it's good for 2.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort. And Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Barton kicks to Murray. Porter passes to Millsap. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Murray for 3. Portland grabs the miss. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And a wide open look for McCollum. So the Nuggets win it. It was up for grabs, right? Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
for the land of
The NBA on 2K Sports. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And for the Nuggets, we've got Murray. Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Porter in at the 3. Here's Murray. All right, Clark, old school lineups tonight. Both sides anchored by great pivot men.
Kevin, I can hear the excitement in your voice, man, and I share that excitement when you see big guys that can go at it in old school fashion. I love seeing that because we don't see it that much these days with all of the three-point shooting. We get to see big guys going to work in the paint. I love it.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Doncic passes to Porzingis. 6 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Passes it to Jokic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jokic has got his second basket.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 250 pounds on him. It's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt this shot than that one.
Now, here's Doncic. Now the feed to Cauley-Stein. Gordon with the defensive effort. The Nuggets on offense.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Doncic finds Porzingis. He gets it in there.
Boy, you know, guys, the combination of strength and height for Porzingis allowing him to take on physical defense much better.
Murray surveying the D. Pass to Jokic. High post shot. Mavericks with the rebound.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. The Nuggets leading by 4. Here's Barton. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Here's Doncic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Outside Gordon. Hardaway with the steal. Here's Richardson. The pass to Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
You know, Porzingis is a guy who's used to having to fight his way through the defense, and good balance allowed him to do that there.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Porter against Hardaway. Porter dishes to Barton. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Richardson. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. Then for the Mavericks, Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Richardson. And it's Doncic missing. For Denver, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Pass to Jokic. Denver passing it around. Gordon against Brunson. Jokic trying to free himself up, and it's Gordon missing.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Here's Powell. Second chance shot, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
With the floater, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Dwight Powell's combination of athleticism and focus allow him to score despite getting bumped around.
Here's Murray. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Right side, Millsap. Bob pass to Gordon. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Dallas. They're up by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts about how to help his team succeed.
Selfless. I mean, you need to
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
On the court for the Mavericks, Jalen Brunson out there with Burke. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Marjanovic in at the center position.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Now here's Brunson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Bol, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. Free throw drops from Marjanovic. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
Here's Brunson following the score by Jamal Murray. Green against Powell. Brunson with a clean look. No good on the triple. Denver in the lead. Murray left side. Lobbed up there for Green. Murray finds Green. At the top of the key, Gordon. No good that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. To the paint. And Brunson has it in the corner. Pass to Marjanovic. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Zinkas, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Burke. Bol with it. He's against Porzingis. Back to Murray. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Doncic is checked in for Jalen Brunson. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Denver.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Now, here's Richardson. No points in the game yet for him. And Doncic gets it to go.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Here's Murray. He has 7. He feeds it to Bol, and he's fouled pretty hard on that. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here's Doncic to the inside. Here's Porzingis, and it's Dallas with another.
High release for Porzingis on his jump shots. Almost impossible to defend that.
Nuggets have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
And there's Porter on the assist by McGee. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Porzingis. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Now here's Barton. The pass to Jokic. Back to Barton. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And it's in there. Jokic has got 6.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
And you know what? The frustration for the defense is mounting because it seems like they can't miss out there.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Doncic doing a nice job showing you some sneaky explosion and athleticism on that throwdown.
Now, here's Bol. Guarded by Doncic. Now Bol. Yes, that goes in.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Doncic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on JaVale McGee.
Boy, I tell you what, Doncic plays with really good energy and awareness, but also he's got a quiet physicality to him, and he doesn't mind being bumped around when he's trying to score.
Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a robust. And that does it for our halftime.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got Aaron Gordon, Murray out there with Will Barton, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Porter at the small forward spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And now Reddick pushing it up. No one back to stop him. That ties it up.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Doncic against Murray. Kicks to Porter. Now, here's Jokic. D right on him. And he makes that one. Jokic has got 8 points.
You know, it's evident that Jokic is comfortable operating close to the rim. He's outstanding with his shot selection.
Doncic against Murray. And it's Doncic missing. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. A 2-point game. Martin passes to Jokic. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's on Luka Doncic.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. The Nuggets shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And, you know, the potential the Joker has is exciting. Jokic, a big man who can score, pass, and rebound, and do all of those well.
And that one, good. 10 points for him. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys. There are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Here's Murray. The Mavericks making the shot. Outside Gordon. Shoots the 3. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. Jokic kicks to Gordon. Murray for 3. Mavericks with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Count it.
Excellent quickness that time by Hardaway. Allows him to do work inside.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Elbow shot. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Jokic has got 13. Here's Doncic. 10 points for him.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And that one drops for him. Jokic has got 9 points now in just the 2nd half. 3rd quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Porzingis finds Richardson. And here is Cauley Stein. That one, no good. Good defense by Jokic. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Millsap's checked in. Murray outside. Outside Millsap. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Can't ignore Millsap's defensive instincts. Excellent timing, rising up to block shots.
Now here's Richardson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dallas again turning it over. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Nuggets. The Nuggets leading by 3. 40 seconds left to play in the third. Good work defensively by Richardson. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Finney-Smith. That one goes. Count it.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Dishes it to McGee. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Hey, you know, guys, McGee has won back-to-back titles with the Warriors. You know, that's not too bad for a journeyman.
Now here's Brunson. 1 second left. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nuggets lead by 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the... And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Mavericks trail by 3. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Josh Richardson. Cauley Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Cauley Stein in the post. Millsap covering. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Clock at 2. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Green. The Nuggets leading by 3. And here is Murray. Barton outside. Now here's Porter. He's tightly guarded beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. And it's Murray penetrating. And the slam dunk by McGee.
This kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Brunson the pass to Richardson. Inside, the wide open look here for Porzingis. Off target with the open look.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. Denver making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Hardaway's checked in for Dallas. Luka Doncic comes in for Jalen Brunson. Porter looking it over. Murray. And another miss by Denver.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Richardson.
Well, that pull-up shot from Richardson kind of came out of nowhere. Lightning quick speed on the release.
Murray outside. Lob pass to Gordon. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And when Gordon is launched and in the air like that, he's a mesmerizing guy to keep an eye on and just get out of the way.
Doncic outside. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Gordon with it. Out guarded by Porzingis.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Richardson, good.
What a big shot from Richardson there. Fearless.
The Nuggets leading by 3. Murray with it. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Clock at 6. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Jamal Murray really loves being the crunch time deliverer. This guy relishes the chance to make big hoops.
Mavericks trail by 5. Doncic outside. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Luka does not back away from the big stage, guys. This young fella loves to be center stage in the biggest moments.
Barton on the wing. He wants to get to Millsap and does. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 1. 1:25 left in the 4th quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
All right, thank you, David. Marjanovic kicks to Redick. To take the lead. Rebounded by McGee.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Good!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
To finish Smith. Outside, Porzingis. Passes it to finish Smith. Good! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Porzingis has no problem giving the ball up. This is just the kind of unselfishness you like to see.
And it's Murray penetrating. Can't hit from in close. Redick inside the line. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And regulation now complete. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Tip-off goes to Denver. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Porter. Bill Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Green, and it's Jokic in at the pivot, manning the middle. Here's Doncic. To take the lead, out to Porzingis. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Jokic, the Mavericks pull it in. And the wide open shot from Redick misses the 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Pass to Finney Smith. It's stolen by Green. And And the Nuggets pushing it up now. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And the officials call a traveling violation. Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. And Dallas with a change here, too. Marjanovic is checked in. Now, Doncic outside, Redick. Back to Doncic. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Par for the course for Luka Doncic. Just one of those games where he's got it on cruise control.
The pass to Jokic. On the wing, Porter. 5 on the clock. Pulls up. Jokic, no good.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Around 2 minutes into overtime now. It's been a good one. Back to Doncic. Outside, Redick. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Redick's got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs.
And Redick drains these shots constantly. I mean, senses and feels the separation and then capitalizes on it.
Here's Millsap. Outside for Murray. Here's Jokic. It falls. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Boy, he is an all-star level talent for sure. Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
Doncic outside. Pass to Redick. Dallas moving the ball around. On the wing, Doncic. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediate.
Murray outside. It's good.
Hey, you can't just have skill and confidence to make big shots. You got to have a big ticker, too.
Now, here's Doncic. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the dub. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For Our cameras caught the Clippers arriving at their building, and the injury reports for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Michael Porter, Murray out there with Gordon, and it's Nikola Jokic. It's Najee in at the power forward. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then there's Batum, and it's Leonard in at the 2.
Well, there are some ways to fire up your teammates. That right there is one of them, thanks to Kawhi Leonard.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
If you go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships, that tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series, finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
And here is Murray after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Najee, good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
So it's the Clippers now after the Nuggets pick up 2. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. From the high post, Najee, they get it again, tries again, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Patrick Patterson.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And here's George. And George with the stuff.
Paul George rising up. Nice to see a little bit of that return to the younger days from PG.
And the versatility of Paul George's game. Elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
You think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Now here's Batum following the miss by Aaron Gordon, and that one drops.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Jokic. Yep, that one goes.
Now sometimes there's passes and then there's precision passes. Murray with one of those there.
George finds Leonard. Makes it off the glass.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Murray. And the pass to Gordon. Zubac against Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
Outside, George to the paint. Here's Leonard, puts the move on. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Najee. Murray, good.
Well, some good interior crucial points here as Murray's staying active in the paint.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. It's a 3-point game. Leonard against Gordon. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. And it's sent back by Jokic. And he's able to get it back. 6 on the shot clock. Batum wide open. He fires. No good with the triple. The Nuggets trail by 3.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Leonard. Over Gordon. That one doesn't go. And Denver the other way now. It's Porter outside. The rebound by Patterson. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Batum with the three. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. Murray against George. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Zubats. George against Murray. There's Porter with the three. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Clippers lead by 4. We'll be back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And a chance here presented by... And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
Clippers leading by 5. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Lob pass to Gordon, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Shots good by Kennard.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Here's McGee. It's tipped. Campazzo off target with his three. And Los Angeles guys, shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. Rondo drives in. They grab their own miss. Outside for Jackson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
Millsap passes to Gordon. He kicks it to McGee. Back to Gordon. 5 to shoot, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Both teams will make substitutions. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Rondo passes to Patterson. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Gordon. The Clippers grab the miss. Kennard kicks to Morris. There's a minute 34 left in the first half. He gets that one. Mann's got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy fast break baskets.
Here's Murray. The rebound by Patterson.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. It's his first trip to the line. Denver calls timeout.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
We've got 1:13 left in the second quarter. The three from George. Los Angeles with another miss. The Nuggets trail by 14. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, the feed from Murray, a score-first point guard, but the setup was nice.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Jokic with the steal. And Murray, here we go.
I like that penetration there. Murray getting to the cup with great quickness.
The Nuggets shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Morris is checked in. George passes to Leonard. Rebound by Murray. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. Trailing by 10. Here's Jokic. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Jokic has got 6 points.
Yeah, the inside game of Jokic continues to improve. Adept at using that big body, finding an angle, and taking advantage.
And stolen by Murray. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Amazing how much the offense has changed around the center position and the way Jokic can see the floor.
And we finished one half of basketball. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage. That's all for now.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Los Angeles leading by 6. Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Murray out there with Gordon. Then it's Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. It's Najee in at the 4. Here's Leonard. Unable to get that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Murray outside. Near the three-point line. It's Porter. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Batum inside the three-point line. A quick shot there, and it's off target. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Lob pass to Gordon. And they double up Gordon. Pass to Najee. Back to Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Doesn't go for him. LA has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. The difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Now George. He has 5. It's good.
Well, keep it or dish it. Those are the decisions Paul George is trying to make, and he makes the right one there.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Murray. Here's Jokic. The Clippers grab the miss. They've led by as many as 14 points. And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
You dig down deep at some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Jokic likes physical play. He embraces the contest.
Well, you look at his physique, and I think he can absorb a lot of what it is that comes his way. But he's comfortable wrestling. He's got brothers. He knows what that's like. And he also loves to mess around with those press conference microphones, as we see.
Lob pass to Gordon. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. The shot by George, wide open. Hits it from 3-point range. George has got 12.
And right now, the torture chamber that Paul George has put the defense in is paying off for his team.
And there's another turnover by the Nuggets. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Here's Los Angeles now. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Jackson against Gordon. Fast break. Here they come. Kicks to Green. Tries from 16. And again, Denver no good. Clippers leading by 15. Down low. Here's Morris. McGee with the block. Gordon against Jackson. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Now here's Jackson. And there's the pass to Morris. Los Angeles with another miss. The Nuggets trail by 13. Gordon goes in. Outside for Millsap. It's tipped. 1:10 left in the third quarter. It's stolen by Green. Here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. It's good. Gordon's got his second basket of the game.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete. Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks.
Gordon against Jackson. Morris looking over the floor. Oturu, the pass to Morris. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. He's got 7.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Gordon dishes to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. The shot and game clock separated by 4. The drive by Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
Lob pass to Gordon. It's deflected. He lobs it up. Got it off in time. He can't get that one. And so it's Los Angeles. 13 points up at the end of the period. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Morris. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. That's Rajon Rondo, and it's man in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Rondo passes to man. Outside Leonard, 6 to shoot. Pass to man. Drops in the tray. And the Clippers lead by 14.
Well, you see the improvement in terms of high-level playmaking, a great understanding of all the offensive scheme that Kawhi Leonard possesses.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Gordon against Leonard. Gordon kicks to Murray. Over George. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
George dishes to Batum. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
Haji, count the basket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Pass to Batum. Leonard looking around. To the middle. Zubac finds Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot from deep three-point range. That shot no good. And Denver the other way now. Here's nudging. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. And here is Los Angeles now, leading by 12. Murray against George. Passes it to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
It's almost hard to believe that somebody can throw it down like that.
It's a small club, right? I mean, it's a pretty small club, that's
very
for sure.
Exclusive.
He can really rise up.
And the defense knows this. Somebody has to come over to contest.
And it's sent back by George.
Not many guys have the two-way ability of a Paul George, just as dangerous defensively as he can be offensively.
And he recovers it, and he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. Clippers leading by 14. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. George, no good. Nuggets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Wow, Millsap not known for his dunking, but the anchor man getting up high on that one.
LA's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. To the inside, now the pass to Leonard. And here is Zubac. Outside, George, just 5 to shoot. Back to Zubac. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Leonard, the pass to Patterson. Back to Leonard. Shoots. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Clippers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Paul George.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you. Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Here's George. The three. Millsap grabs the miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Jokic with it. Jacks up a three. No good there. Outside Leonard. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some.
Man, to think that he was going to be capable of those kind of shots when he first came into the league, even from way downtown. Love the confidence from Kawhi.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap. Here are the Nuggets unloading from the team bus earlier on, anxious to get down. And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Jamal Murray, Gordon out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3. Now here's Porter. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
McCollum outside, out to the right wing. Lillard outside. From deep. That one's not going to go. And Denver the other way now. Porter kicks to Murray. And the 3 off target.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the second chance effort by McCollum.
Oh, he plays with so much heart, McCollum. I mean, it's constantly battling on the court. This time, it's on the glass.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Misses from short range. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Covington kicks to Nurkic. 3-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Jokic.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Gordon. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
Portland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And it's Lillard missing.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Steps back and fires. The shot is good off the backboard.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, that's something that they scouted him coming into tonight. They know he can make this shot. That's a poor effort defensively.
Here's McCollum following the basket by Jokic. It's up a 3. Again, the miss by Lillard.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Barton passes to Porter. Gordon inside. Covered by Lillard. And the basket by Gordon. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. So it's Portland now. The Nuggets getting the bucket. 3-pointer, Lillard. The shot will not fall.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Carmelo Anthony is subbed in for Robert Covington. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A different look now for Portland. Derek Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And Denver with a change here, too. Dozier's checked in. McCollum passes to Simons. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Denver leading by 3. Here's Murray. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray. Jokic has got his second bucket.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Here's McCollum. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
Here's Dozier. Murray outside. There's the pass to Jokic. Lets it go from the wing. Portland grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Count that one. McCollum's got 6.
This is who McCollum is. Someone who's ready to fire as soon as the ball touches his hands.
Lob pass to Gordon. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Trailblazers trail by 3. McCollum outside. It's tipped. Jokic with the steal. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
And Portland turns it over again.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Murray for 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Gotta like seeing McCullough get gritty on defense, using his quickness to throw shooters off.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Denver on top. They're up by 5. And the second.
I look to the times where things are going well.
Greggy's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Green is out there with Gordon. Then there's Murray. Then there's Paul Millsap.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And the Nuggets making a change here. McGee's checked in.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Simons, the pass to Kanter. From deep three-point range. The shot, no good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Murray left side. Pass to Green. To the middle. Here's Millsap. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
A 3 from McCollum. Rebounded by McGee. The Nuggets leading by 7. Murray for 3. A shot off that time. And it's Jones with the ball for Portland. McGee finds Green. Outside Millsap. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here's Simon, and he dunks it down.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, Colin will find you.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. There's the dish to Green. Just 5 on the clock. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Lillard's checked in. Denver also making some changes. Porter's checked in for Millsap. And Barton subbed in for Jamal Murray. Lillard, the pass to Jones. And contact on the shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Powell in for Anthony Simon. And Green with the basket on the assist by Clark. Green's got 4 points this quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Powell against Barton. Powell kicks to Covington. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Inside, pass to Powell. McGee against Nurkic. Outside, Covington. Poked loose. 1:03 left to play in the first half. To the paint. Here's McGee. Outside, Porter. McGee inside. Working on Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Barton against Powell. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. Denver making a switch here. 32 seconds left in the first half. Here's Porter. Back to Jokic. Porter finds Jokic. Clock at 6. That's a 2 from Gordon. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And the coaching staff wants Gordon to keep taking those. It's only going to help him get better.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Sinks the triple. Lillard's got 9 points.
He's got 6 points from beyond the arc in this quarter. I mean, for the game, he's got 9 points from deep.
Passes to Gordon. Floats it up for Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
The sneaky athleticism of Jokic, reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's. What a start it was for Aaron Gordon. He had 10 points and 1 assist. And Kenny, what did you think about what we saw from Denver?
The number one takeaway is how well they're moving the ball.
And that
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. McCollum outside, in the corner, Powell with it. Stolen by Gordon. Now Murray. The pass to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. And it's Jokic missing. Trailblazers trail by 5. Covington finds Nurkic. Covington into the lane. The trade. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. Murray surveying the D. And they go to the intentional foul. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. And a minute played as the second half gets going. On the top of the key. Kept alive. Porter passes to Jokic. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Jokic has got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Nuggets. Lillard attacking. That shot missing. Good defense by Jokic. The Nuggets leading by 7. Banked in off the glass. Jokic has got 10 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Cantor. To the wing right side. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound by the Nuggets. Porter's got 6 rebounds in the game.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
Here's Jokic. Up and in on the layup. Jokic has got the lead up to 11 now for Denver.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
McCollum outside. Takes it out to Covington. Goes up on the high post. The putback, and Cantor able to finish.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Cantor has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, when you think about it, perhaps the best at picking up his teammates' misses.
Outside, Porter launches a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And the Nuggets lead by 12.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. Goes back up. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, plenty of power behind Cantor's inside moves. Helps him overcome whatever D he encounters.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game for the Trailblazers. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones comes in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. From the wing. Here's Gordon. Dishes to Millsap. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Enes Kanter.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Here's Simons. Off target from outside.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Now, here's Millsap. He's guarded closely. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. And Portland making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. On the wing, Green, covered by Anthony. Clock at 4. Let's go. That one off the back iron and out. Trailblazers trail by 12. Jones drives in. Anthony in the corner. His first shot coming late. And there's the bucket as Jones finishes it off. Jones has got his first points in this one.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Left side, Gordon. Over Jones. And again, Denver no good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Nurkic kicks the foul. No good on the 3. The Nuggets leading by 10. Here's Murray. And Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Nuggets.
JaVale McGee.
Here's Gordon. And Jones sends it back. They get it back. Millsap passes to McGee. For 3, Murray. Shot clock at 6. Down low. And it's Millsap. That time on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Simons. From deep. No good. And so it's Denver enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Denver will start the 4th quarter with Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then there's Murray. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Anthony. Murray outside. To the inside. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. He's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
Powell for 3. No good on that one. And it's Denver the other way. Murray outside. On the wing, Gordon. Back to Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got the lead up to 14 now for the Nuggets.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Jones from outside. Rebound by Murray. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. From deep 3-point range, and no good that time.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Nurkic the pass to Simons. Portland again missing. Denver leading by 14. Back to Millsap. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. From 17 feet out. And it's Portland with the rebound. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Murray outside. A 3-ball. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. That's a 2 from Gordon. And that one goes long. Trailblazers trail by 12. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Jones slams it in.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Murray outside, and he commits the intentional foul. There's 1:40 left here in the fourth quarter. McCollum against Murray. From 13. No good that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Cantor with it. Now defended by Jokic. Got a piece of it. And he recovers it. Outside, Covington. Lillard from outside. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Denver.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jokic.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
Martin inside the line, and Cantor pulls it down.
He's going to have a tough time hitting that if he can't create a little more space for himself.
McCollum finds Covington. Powell with the bounce pass. Pass to Cantor, back to Powell. It's McCollum on the wing. Puts it up from 12. That misses off the backboard. Here's Denver now. Here's Murray up on top. Lob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final.
Hey, Kevin,
it might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Jamal Murray. Jokic is out there with Porter. Then there's Bull. And it's Gordon in at the shooting guard. And for the Mavericks, they've got Porzingis. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Lock at 6. Tipped away to the middle. Good on the bucket. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And so it's Dallas with him, following the miss by Jokic. And stolen by Murray. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Here's Gordon. Porter kicks to Gordon. And they double up Gordon. And Bull wide open. He shoots. And the baseline jumper, no good. And stolen by Bull. Murray finds Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Gordon's got 5 now.
Listen, we know Aaron Gordon is a high-activity player, and if you give him daylight, he's ready to shoot it.
Murray against Doncic. 14 feet away, and the jumper is on the mark.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy. Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Here's Porzingis. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, I think you can see the strength that Porzingis has been developing over the early part of his career. That progress is showing up on a nightly basis.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 1. The Nuggets with another miss. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Out to Porzingis. Fires for 3. Not going to go that time. And it's Denver the other way. Fires from 14. And there's Porter on the assist by Jokic.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Doncic against Murray. Goes up on the top of the key. Marjanovic kicks to Porzingis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Bull.
You know, I know that he can make the perimeter jump shot, but I really like it when Porzingis is taking it inside and making the defense deal with all that size.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And here's the break. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Now here's Brunson. Outside, Porzingis. Dallas again missing. Denver in the lead. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
35 seconds left here in the opening quarter. From in close, here's Porzingis. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
In the corner, Murray with it. Shoots over Brunson. Green, the pass to Millsap. Denver needs to get off a shot, and that one is good.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Here's Brunson. Here's Porzingis. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nuggets lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines.
I want all the bags, I want all the bags.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Powell is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Burke. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5 spot. McGee inside. Cauley Stein defending. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Brunson. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Powell.
Outstanding timing from Powell. Rises up for the forceful alley-oop.
Murray, the pass to McGee. Denver passing it around. Deep 2 from Murray. Cauley Stein grabs the board. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Mavericks leading. Brunson with it. Cauley Stein passes to Powell. Good work there as it goes.
How about the skills of Dwight Powell down low? Hard for the defense to match up with his length.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Murray. Gordon with no one around. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Gordon's got 8 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Yep, it counts. Brunson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now here's Murray. Pass to McGee. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Burke finds Powell. Gordon inside. Passes it to Murray. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
And here is Burke. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now here's Brunson. Defense right on him. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets.
And a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris. Fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. Richardson, he's checked in for Trey Burke. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Now the pass to Gordon. And they double up Gordon. And here's Jokic. Lays it up and banks it in.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Richardson outside. Has to call Stein. Here's Marjanovic. Over Jokic. Marjanovic, no good.
Superb defense, guys. No way he's going to let him get off a clean look at the basket.
Porter kicks to Jokic. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Doncic looking it over. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, the exceptional handle. Doncic has every move, can go in any direction. Look out, folks.
Pass to Jokic. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. No one covering. Jokic has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Up top, Doncic. Pulls it from the elbow. The shot missing.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And it's Gordon missing. Gets it off. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. So that'll be it. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
So on the floor for Denver, Michael Porter's out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Bull in at the center, locking down the middle. Murray against Doncic. On the wing, Gordon. And foul on the shot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Finney-Smith passes to Richardson. Out to the right wing. 4 on the shot clock. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. The shot off that time. Denver in the lead.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other. Well, tracking down rebounds with ease. Kristaps Porzingis, outstanding mobility.
Now Murray. He has 6. Richardson finds Doncic. With a step back and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. They lead by 1. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Porzingis.
And can't get too handsy with Murray, especially when he's rising up for the shot.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. Green comes in for Jokic. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Billy Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Trey Burke comes in for J.J. Redick. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Quarter against Hardaway. Green passes to Millsap. Denver passing it around. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. Mavericks trailed by 3. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. That one falls.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Murray outside. Passes to Najee. Outside for Murray. And there's the pass to Najee. 5 on the clock. No good. Shot missing. Cauley-Stein with the defensive effort. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Hardaway. And Brunson has it in the corner. For the lead, Powell trying to free himself up. And it's laid in by Brunson. Brunson's got 7 points in the game. And Murray now top of the key. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Cauley-Stein's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Green against Powell. Pass to Brunson. Outside Hardaway. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley-Stein. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Trey Burke.
Clearly a foul.
For Denver, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Dallas making a switch here. Doncic is checked in.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Redick dishes to Hardaway. And no good. Denver's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Here's Jokic. True on the 14-footer. He's got 8.
A nice touch on the jump shot. Jokic's shooting ability changes his team's definition of spacing.
Doncic with it. He's got 8. Three-quarters of play in a close game here. Nuggets lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Millsap kicks to Jokic. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Gordon, the pass to McGee. Back to Gordon. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gordon's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Nuggets. Doncic against Murray. Doncic dishes to Powell. Tries from 10. No good that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Gordon inside. Covered by Redick. It's good from Gordon on the assist by Murray.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Redick surveying the D. Porzingis inside. He's against Jokic. Porzingis can't hit. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Ball, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Passes it to Jokic. Back to Murray. Shoots over Doncic. And he overshot that one, missing.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, what you really like about Porzingis going end-to-end, he does it under control, right? This guy is 7 feet and masterful in space.
Over to the left wing. Gordon against Redick, and J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Denver also making a switch. Porter's checked in. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, the offensive game of Aaron Gordon continues to improve, and when he's feeling it, he stays aggressive.
Here's Doncic. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. 6 to shoot. Yes, it is. Boy, that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5-for-11 night.
Doncic has been in this position many times. He makes it look easy.
A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Richardson in for J.J. Redick. Murray outside. Drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Murray's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Doncic against Murray. Front past the arc. And that's good. Luka Doncic with 3. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, the Slovenian delivers from deep. Luka Doncic lets his outside shooting set up the rest of his well-rounded offensive game.
A minute 20 left in the 4th quarter. Murray, no good. Mavericks trail by 3. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Up top, Doncic. He's covered by Murray. Doncic passes to Porzingis. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
1:04 left to play here in the 4th. Now, here's Doncic. Not a lot of room. It drops. And that shot brings them to within just one. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. Got it.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Murray. Richardson outside to tie it up. Shot clock at 5. Denver grabs the miss. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Murray. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. And Jokic with the rebound. The pass to Murray. There's Porter with the 3. That shot no good. So the Nuggets win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd.